Hello, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I am going to try to get this driveline put on here today. Got this keyway in here I got to get out. And it is really tight. So that sleeve that I made is pretty tight, but that's the way I wanted it. I guess this would have been easier to do if I'd have put this piece on first. I guess I'm gonna have to go get some emery cloth and clean that up. Hopefully with some emery cloth cleaning that up, it'll be easier to get on there. See if that helps. Perfect. Went right on with cleaning it up. Okay, so these two set screws are screwed down into that keyway. So hopefully that'll be enough to hold it in there without one of these in there. I got this drive line off of a old tore up brush hog that was headed to the scrap yard, and it's been sitting for quite a while, and so it feels like it's froze up in here. I'm gonna have to get it pulled apart and cleaned up. I cannot get this to slide apart here. It's been sitting for years, so it's just froze up. So I'm hoping, it's real greasy up here to the top, so I'm hoping just putting some heat on it'll loosen up some of that grease. I believe it's moved. Yeah, it's moving. I'm gonna have to get it pulled all the way apart and get it cleaned up real good and greased well before I put it back together. Hopefully the more I go, the easier it'll start moving. Moved 1.5 inches or so. Okay, got it off finally. Boy, that was a bugger. You can see there's rust in there, so I'm going to get a grinder and a wire brush, clean that up really nice, lube it good. Hopefully it'll go back together and slide real easily once I clean it up. Okay, we'll see if that helped. I don't have any way to get inside there and clean that one out, but I took and sprayed it out with some WD-40 At least I got all the dust and old grease out of it. Okay, that's just right if you don't go up too far, and it'll be out farther than that anyway. So I'm going to grease it up really good and put it on. That evidently somewhere along the line before I got to it had gotten wet in there, and I wasn't anticipating having this problem when I started this project today, but we got it worked out here. That PTO shaft coming out there doesn't look like it was ever used. Those corners on it and the edges on it are just as crisp as could be. I know it has been used because I used it once. When I first got my haying equipment, I was baling with my old Farmall H, and it broke down and I had a few bales left to do, so I hooked that hay baler up to this old dozer and baled a little bit of hay with it. So I know it's been used, but so the dozer is hooked to the power source. I am going to, I don't know if you can see it standing back, the nose of that dozer is poking downhill a little bit. I am going to jack up the front end of it, which will lower the back end a little bit and straighten that up a little bit. I'll jack that up and put some blocks under the front end of it. But another major step forward. Getting pretty dang close here to spinning that sawmill. Got a few more odds and ends to get done, so hopefully within a couple days I'll have this thing running.